Hello and welcome to the mid-year tag review, a question and answer video originally created by Sassy Colours. All links will be in the description. Question: did you set yourself a colouring goal for the first half of the year? Yes. To keep colouring my uncoloured books, which I have been. Most are completed, but I do have a few whips. I was planning to complete a couple of books by the end of the year. Colourtronic. In Love. And Matchstick Mouse Summer. This is now a stretch too far due to other new book releases, themes, hashtags, and life have distracted me. I also wanted to focus on Sea of Colours, which I have been, and I love it. But Matchstick Mouse Floral had a great start to the year, but has since fizzled out. I also wanted to do some pictures that I'd seen and were inspired by. I just wanted to do these pages, so it's like this. I just wanted to do it. And I had my eye on this one for a long time. I saw a lot of people colouring this one. And I just wanted to do the tortoise, with the Acer leaves as well. So these are all distractions, and then there were speed colours or tutorials. So I wanted to do this one for a while. Station and Romantic Country. Yeah. I really wanted to do this one. So I was distracted because I wanted to do those. Another goal was to progress my art skills and add more contrast to my pages. I am getting there and have been and continuing to do so by adding textures. I also tried a nighttime scene in Matchstick Mouse. I was trying to get the mood. And then in this one, Magical Colours of Fairies, I tried my first Galaxy page. It's hard to show the shine sometimes. So they were fun. I took a look at Sammy's checklist for the year and thought, no way can I get through all those prompts, so I declined. However, on reflection, I may use it at the end of the year as a bingo type card. I don't want it to influence the type of pages I want to colour just yet. Good luck to those of you who are doing Sammy's checklist. Question: if you count your pages, how many pages have you coloured? Well, the first half of the year I coloured 137 completed pages, and that surprises even me. Question: how was the first half year colouring wise? Well, I've enjoyed my buddy colours, they've been brilliant. And I restarted doing Patreon tutorials with Olivia, so I've had a productive time, learning lots, trying new techniques and new art supplies. So it's been busy but really good. But in June I decided to cut back in general and do fewer pages that required more time. Question: show your favourite coloured images from the first half of the year. Well, this was a fun one. Coloured some Cuteness, Christmas edition, pocket size. This little character. A lot of fun. And then in Sea of Colours, we have these colourful shrimp. That's by Angela Gonzalez. In Matchstick Mouse Springtime by Morgan O'Brien. There's this Paris page. It's fun to use copper. And a pink sky. Haven't done that before. Not my favourite colours, but I'm coming round to them. And this one was fun. Getting the steam to rise off the buns. That's that one. And in Matchstick Mouse Floral was the one from my own colour along. I used lots of media on that. It was fun. I've already shown you the ones from my Patreon where I learnt the most, in Lost Ocean and Romantic Country. But in Daydreams, we did this fella, and it was fun to learn the fur technique. So that's that. It's by Hannah Carson. This was a very important page in Ken Matsuda's colouring collection. This is the first time I realised I could actually use watercolour pencils in here and activate them. So it was a game changer. Really important page, that. Really pleased. Sorry fella. The B page. Fragile World by Kirby Rezans. That was with some Distress ink watercolours, which I hadn't used before properly. Really enjoyed it. So those were some of my favourites. Question: which is the book that you've most coloured in during the first half of the year? Well, this was really close between two books, and I'll give you a quick flip. So this was the winner, in at 12 pages, Matchstick Mouse Floral by Morgan O'Brien. I'll do just a quick little flip. Way. That's it, I think. And in second place, Sea of Colours by Angela Gonzalez. Another way. Love this book. That one is so shiny. Oh my goodness. Another shiny one. Question: which is the last book that you got and why? I'll place the image here. This is Wild Folk Fairies by Christine Caron. I rarely do portraits, but I was drawn to these and want to learn how to do skin in non-traditional colours, like Christine does. Question: did you discover any new artist or publishing companies that you like? Yes. The illustrators with the new cute books from Amazon Japan, the Tokimeki series. This being one, and please do excuse pronunciation, I believe it is Sayuri Kobayashi. And then there's the new one coming out by Mona. Question: what were your favourite and most used pencils, supplies and tools? Well, those would be Polychromos and Prismacolors pencils, mainly due to all the tutorials I follow. I do tend to reach for oil-based pencils in a general sense. I also love the Caran d'Ache Neo Colour 2 crayons and the Derwent Intense, both pencils and pans. But for tools, I have been using this. And it's just to catalogue my notes. So I do the occasional swatches, but it just helps me keep everything for all my tutorials that I'm learning or trying to figure out combinations. So just keep a note. I used to do it in a notebook, but that got really crazy trying to flick back and forwards and trying to find it and remember where I put it. So I tend to just put it in here. Sorry, that was a bit loud. And then just use these new cards to record new things. But I also use Tombow mini eraser and the blender pens all the time. I can't live without those now. This was one of the body colours I did earlier in the year. Question: did you discover any new colouring channels? I discovered Christina's Art Corner, Coloured by Maya, Craft with Bon, Sapphire Colours, and some artists and illustrators. So Thanya, you might know her from her mandala books. She's also into alcohol markers. There's Lisa. She's an artist, gives excellent advice. Then there's In the Studio with Michelle Weber, who specialises in watercolour, as does Louise Damasi. Question: did you try any new colouring techniques, or did you follow a colour along? Did you take part in buddy colourings? Well, all of these. I like to experience it all. I've been trying to create more nighttime scenes and mood or atmospheric colouring. So storms, like this. Candlelight, the steaming buns I've already shown you, and already the blue nighttime scene in Matchstick Mouse. I've also enjoyed Olivia's style of colour-alongs because they are very thorough, and she doesn't tend to leave anything out, which is very useful. Thanks to those who do any colour-alongs of any style. I've learnt a lot from listening to others having their art critiqued in a polite way, informing where they can make a difference. That has been very helpful. I've been using paint pens a lot more. I think they're the acrylic ones. And I'm using new supplies like distress watercolour pencils and these wide alcohol markers. Try not to get it everywhere. Yeah. So I've had fun trying to learn how to use these. Question. Which is your most anticipated colouring book which will be released in the second half of the year? Well, this might be a clue, a huge clue. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but in this series, there's a new one coming out next week at the time of recording this. So this is mid to late August. It is the Yoshiko Squirrel and the Residents of Antique Town, and it's by Mona. But there's also Maria Trolle with her Fallen Stars, and Hannah Carlson has a new one out called Atlantis. By the way, I love her aquatic pages. Have you seen the art she paints on buildings and the jigsaw puzzles? I'll try and find a picture and insert it here. Question. Do you have any regrets, any purchases that you would have rather not bought? Genuinely, my biggest overall regret is not taking up adult colouring sooner. I did other arts and crafts, but this year my regrets are, I wish this were not the case, but pan pastels. I went out and I got the pastel tone set. I did not realise I would react to the very fine dust. They make me feel quite unwell. So, it's a shame because I spent ages looking at these and it's a real disappointment. I'll show you what I used it in. Not prepared. Where are you? Here we go. So yes, I was trying them out. So all I've tried is the blue in the background for the sky. That's all I tried. The rest are brand new. So I sealed it with Iridescent Medium by Winsor and Newton. So fortunately it's fine now, it's sealed, but it's just when I was using it at the time of putting it on the paper. So that being said, you may have to stay tuned to my channel because I may be giving these away because they're like brand new and it's such a shame. And they're not cheap and they should go to someone who can use them. So stay tuned and I may just give them away when my channel reaches 2,000. I'm going to add a bonus section just at the end here. So my half-year stats. I made and released 57 YouTube videos and the number of new books started, Colour Your Hoard, was 25. Thank you for watching and thank you Sassy Colours for creating this hashtag. If you would like to join in, please consider yourself tagged. The details are in the description. Keep on colouring.